民主党总统候选人拜登的儿子被控与外国勾结的证据曝光，左派主流媒体极力淡化消息，甚至是不报道。而硅谷高科技公司推特、脸书对此消息的传播与分享进行了公开的阻挡。脸书减少了用户对包含有亨特丑闻贴文的浏览量，推特则封锁了《纽约邮报》的多个账户、白宫发言人麦肯纳尼的私人账户、川普竞选团队账户，甚至是众院司法委员会共和党人的账户。共和党籍众议员乔丹发文说，推特对美国司法委员会的共和党人审查而放过中共。白宫发言人麦肯纳尼用官方账户发推说，审查政治言论是中共、朝鲜和伊朗这样的国家，绝不是美国。不要让大科技公司把你晋升。
Mr. Biden, what flavor did you get?
We got one vanilla, one chocolate, but I wanted to get what we call black and white, but we're going to move it.
Mr. Zuckerberg, that you have no information at all to indicate that Russia was the source of this the New York Post article.
Senator, I would rely on the FBI to make that assessment.
But you don't have any such information, do you?
I do not myself.
Do any of you have any information whatsoever they're not authentic or that they are Russian disinformation? Mr. Dorsey.
We don't.
This apparent double standard would be appalling under normal circumstances, but the fact that selective censorship is occurring in the midst of the 2020 election cycle dramatically amplifies the power wielded by Facebook and Twitter.
The three witnesses we have before this committee today collectively pose, I believe, the single greatest threat to free speech in America and the greatest threat we have to free and fair elections.
Now tens of millions of unsolicited ballots without any verification measures whatsoever.
Well, we're interrupting this because what the President of the United States is saying, in large part, is absolutely untrue.
We're watching President Trump speaking live from the White House, and we have to interrupt here because the president has made a number of false statements.
质疑选举舞弊，美国总统川普再度发表演说，强调要保障合法选票，进行诉讼。不过却遭到美国三大媒体，包括 CNBC、NBC 以及 ABC 中断直播。
The Media Research Center asked the polling company to survey 1,750 Biden voters across 7 swing states. We asked these voters about 8 important news stories from before the election. From the Hunter Biden scandal to the economy and Trump's foreign policy, all things the media should have covered fairly, and all issues that should have informed voters on which candidate to choose. What we found was that a shocking majority of Biden voters, 82% in fact, were unaware of at least one of these key stories, with 5% saying they didn't know about any of them. And almost half of those who voted for him said they didn't even know about it. 9% said that if they had, they would have changed their vote. That swing would have flipped all 6 battleground states won by Biden, giving Trump a total of 311 electoral votes.
美国宾州共和党众议员葛罗夫召开记者会，质疑 Dominion 领证脱逃，因为 Dominion 原定19号要出席听证会，澄清有关大选舞弊的传闻，但却在最后一刻临时变卦。美国律师鲍尔更在节目揭露 ，Dominion 已经突然撤离加拿大和美国总部的办公室，时间点令人匪夷所思。但更令人惊讶的是，所谓主流媒体 CNN、纽约时报等都没有报道相关消息。
美国 CNN 电视台近2个月的早晨会议内容被非营利调查性报道组织真相工程全都录了下来，且录音内容曝光了 CNN 总裁朱克、新闻特派员甘格尔与制作人贝克在讨论如何利用新闻平台压制川普阵营对选举舞弊的质疑。
News organizations have to be very careful and very responsible about not giving Trump too much of a platform on his not conceding, because they feel the transition can go forward.
Yep.
录音内容中 ，CNN 制作人贝克与总裁朱克甚至提到，如果美国总统过渡与交接不顺利，911恐怖事件可能会重演。
If you want a good concrete example of what happens when you don't have a good transition, go look at the Twin Towers.
I would encourage folks to think about, that 9/11 Commission report and the lack of transition.
Do you still feel you're the most trusted name in news? Because I have to say, from what I've been hearing on these phone calls, I don't know about that. And we got a lot of recordings that indicate you're not really that independent of a journalist.
YouTube 12月9日发通告宣布，因为安全港期限已过，且有足够多的州认证了结果，因此对于那些指控广泛舞弊、影响了本次大选结果的内容，都会被认定为误导观众，并从即日起被删除。除了要删除质疑大选舞弊的内容 ，YouTube 同时将 NBC 和 CBS 等左派大媒体定义为权威媒体，并表示要将平台观众与这些他们推荐的媒体挂钩。
有一种力量，为真相护航，为沉默发声，捍卫民主自由，忠实传递真相，坚守道德良知，弘扬传统文化。我们始终秉持公平与正义，为您拨开乱世的迷雾。台湾的未来需要你我共同维护，请支持好媒体，净化台湾。